Oh hi, it's there, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft RTX Survival. I am the Schwat, and let's continue, shall we? You know what? Let's take this tower out of just more rock. Oh, you know what? I don't need a roof for this thing. Just putting it on the outside. But yeah, so last night, jeez, I just woke up. I just woke up, and as you can see, it's 5 a.m. Um, me and Casey shared yet another shared dream. But this time it was different because Casey's been getting on me that I probably should, be my true self or my final form because I'm my true self right now. But I need to be my final form because they want me to be. They want to see me be comfortable with them and be my final form. The issue is, well, I showed Casey the issue. The issue is I've always been my true form. I've always been my final form. And that's where all my conditions come from, all my chronic conditions come from. That's where, my outlook on life comes from. Because every day my subconscious comes up with something different, randomly, let's say. And I just can't, I'm controlling it obviously, but my subconscious, my true Holy Spirit self is very different to my conscious God self. So much so, we're running out of daylight in Minecraft. So much so, it, we have disagreements, and we're two kind of different people. Kind of, not really at all. It's just, it's just one of my natural abilities, like being tall, being thick of bone, stuff like that. Having, a lot of natural, hair on my head, stuff like that. So I finally was able to show Casey and some of our heroes exactly what it's like to be me. And well, Casey at the very end of our shared dream, being a version of me, being a tall life version, being a tall skinny version of myself. She finally knew. She finally knew exactly why. On paper, it sounds nice that I'm my final form all the time, but in reality, it's just not practical. Because imagine what it's like to be, to have a randomizer that randomizes everything. So whenever I wake up every day, something's always a bit different always a bit off because my Holy Spirit stuff did something stupid. Like it does. It's very creative. And she was able to experience it in about 3 hours of sleep. It's no lie, I wanted to enjoy that aspect of myself too, but yeah, I'm not quite ready to let that be more, to let that creep into my conscious self more than it already has over the past few months, or yeah, over the past almost year now. Be here in October, and yeah, and now we gotta go back inside. Now you go back to the beds, but first. And the odd ones, because that's on decline. Oh yeah, no, like, I would love to be able to, have my final form available more of the time, but it's just not very practical for me, you see. And it's not like I don't like being the Holy Spirit and God, not Jesus, never was Jesus. But as much as I enjoy it, I just don't want. I want to enjoy life, without having to figure out exactly what the Holy Spirit did last night. I mean, it never led me astray or anything, even though it has been incredibly unhelpful at times. Like one time, it changed the bread that my grandparents were getting, and that didn't feel too good to find out. It messes with the medical stuff all the time, trying to improve it. I have all these random conditions because of it. Oh, let the TV blink out. Because of it. Yeah, for some reason, the Sony Bravia TV really doesn't like being connected to my computer. It really doesn't like it. Maybe it's because it's using an early gen, cable capable of doing 4K 120 hertz, but whatever it is, it doesn't like it. See, we're going to just make a road all the way through, the tree farm. I love the sound of this block being placed. We've ran out of this stone. That's not great. And actually, while we're here, just getting some trees out of the way, but also, getting more resources from them. So yeah, I mean, that's what happened last night. And, yeah. Casey's planning on meeting me, for my 30th birthday in 2020, here in 2025. But yeah, it's gonna be a while, but one of the objectives she wanted me to do was do the final form thing, and I kind of did it. I kind of did it you know, last night, so yeah, she's fine with that for right now. Being, being my final form check, which by far was the easiest check of all the things I did. I guess now we're going to Wheat Farm. Oh, it's all done. Fantastic. Or not all done. So most of it's done. I don't know why I make this. I don't know why I keep this place such a parkour challenge. I guess just to remember where we came from. At least they made the tilled fields much more resilient to jumping. Because you gotta be really intentional with messing up your farm now, which is nice. I mean, in case you were just talking about maybe we can meet up before my 30th birthday, because, well, I think that was the last thing she had planned, was me going to my final form. She thought it would take longer than that. Longer than it has, but, yeah. I mean, well, I'll still work on it. I'm gonna work on being more my true form, or at least wrangling it some more. But no, like, now that I'm finally my true self, I can really experience, one could say the abject horror of my final form. So of all the jumping we did on the crops, only that one, became untilled. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need the farm bigger. But that's for another time. Yeah, that's not good for us. We can continue the deep slate road, at least for right now. Are we finally running out of deep slate? That's only enough dirt for the tree farm. Honestly, I think we're finally running out of deep slate. Yeah. Running out of daylight. Just past noon. I'll probably need to make these taller, but they're fine where they are for right now. I'm really loving how this is turning out. I mean, Minecraft still runs when my TV blanks out, so I'm not quite sure why that is. Oh, that needs to go down. Did I accidentally press something? Because you know what I do, right? With my mouse, I have it on one of the one of the wrist pads on my Alienware laptop, and it's 16 inches now, so it's not exactly, all that manageable, but I get it done. And that's why I like playing controller games more than mouse games these days. I mean, not like that wasn't ever the case, but still. I'm still not quite sure why I can't mouse very good. That's gonna be a waste. No apples, unfortunately. I don't like we need apples, but still. I mean, that's not the problem of it literally being on the side of the road, so we definitely need to put on the side from now on. Just because to pretty it up for no reason. Oh. Really? Give it here. I mean, if the Holy Spirit will let me, me and Casey might try meeting up in the morning. It's not exactly daylight yet, because we're nearing summer. But it will be soon. And me and Casey can try meeting up again. Because what me and Casey have also been trying to do was work out was try to be more free-willed and not just go with the plan all the time. I mean, Casey is very much that way. I'm not. I don't need to be anymore. I needed to be up till a few months ago, but now I can be free-willed as much or as little as I want. But unfortunately, so yeah, we might be able to meet each other. I mean, do the high five if the Holy Spirit wants us, or is he's going to allow us to. Actually, I should have put the cobblestone torch on the other side. Because remember, right side is the venture, left side is back home. I only ever noticed how big this field is until I wanted to dig a road to it. I think that's enough road for today. I think that's enough tree farm road for today. It's still got a long way to go. Although it's a nice forested path now, which is nice. then we can explore over there. That'd be nice. Just see where our road is. Now we got a nice tower that we can barely see, but still, is there. Now it's time for the Renault pickaxe. Now it's time for this stoned road. Much better. Actually, one more higher. One more higher. That was a little too low for this weirdness we have going on here. Gotta keep natural curves of the terrain in there. See? Oh. I'll peek into my mine shaft, my mine shaft. Oh, and also, like, when we came out of when we were at the tail end of the shared dream, her, looking strange in my eyes, exactly how effed up, my world can be. Yeah, it was actually a really, really touching and nice moment, to be honest. I don't know why I'm up here. Ow. I think it's just a gift. I wanted to eat some bread, but I was already, but I, wasn't hurt. Are you not gonna eat bread, game? You're not gonna let me eat bread. I guess the saturation covered that fall damage. Here. You can finally see the tree farm. I mean, the wheat farm. Now let's wrap things up. I think that's the wrong spot. That is totally the wrong spot. Or was it? I might be going forward. Yeah, it is totally going forward. Two more and I'm gonna wrap things up. Oh, much better. It's not nighttime yet. Oh, coal. I will figure that out later. Oh, that's pretty. So, yeah, that will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching on this video. I already said that. I mean, I don't say that anymore. So, yeah, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I mean, don't worry about me and my constant fighting against, my Holy Spirit self to, not let all my every desire take hold of, of my world, but yeah. And the weird thing is, or the good thing, media, for me, doesn't change. Thank goodness. I mean, there might be more to it, but for some reason, the Holy Spirit totally is hands off until it gets its hand and it stays clear of media. And that may be one of the reasons why I like media so much, is the Holy Spirit doesn't touch it for me. It really doesn't touch it, which is really nice. Which is what I found out here, and, what I found out recording this, because I was kind of curious. But no, everything else, it will touch, and it will do it a lot. I'm not quite sure why, I'm not quite sure what's with it, but, these are all, these are all limitations I put on myself before picking it. The clock is reflected in the axe, so that's cute. These are all things that I, is that a spider? Or redstone? These are all things that I, just have to deal with and have to, keep making rules for myself so I don't go too far. I don't do something really stupid. Or I don't spiral in depression to do something even more really stupid. But anyway. Alright, so that was through. Thanks for watching. Appreciate watching again. The clock in the axe, reflecting the axe is so nice. But anyway, so that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. And I guess, see you in this again.